Hi, I'm Sandy.
And I'm Daniel.
Welcome to Daniel's Book Reviews. What book are we reviewing today, Daniel?
Charlie Hernández and like the League of Shadows.
Charlie Hernandez in the League of
Oh,
Shadows?
yeah.
Okay. So what's this book about? I mean, it's about some shadows and a league.
Let me like explain more.
Okay.
So yeah, so his parents, he was like doing something else, like with his friends, and his parents went missing, and their house got on fire somehow, and now their house is like really burned. And so
Okay.
while he was at the police station, he noticed like horns sprouting. Um,
Horns?
yeah, horns sprouting and stuff.
Like
Um,
where are they sprouting?
on his head.
Oh, like he's sprouting horns.
Yeah.
Okay.
He notices them go away after a couple minutes, and he's like, "That was a hallucination. That didn't happen." 5 weeks, like later, he has like a foster parent because they still haven't found his parents.
Uh-huh.
Um, he goes to school and he sprouts like feathers.
Okay.
I think he like meets one of like the staff, and they think he is dressing up for the play, which is called like Wings or something. It's like
Okay.
about birds, and so he's like, yeah, totally. And then he wears like a pink suit to cover all his feathers.
That seems okay.
He gets he gets bullied.
Is
Yeah.
this a new school or
No, I think he's been here like for most of his life.
okay.
And then like one of the most popular girl at school like protects him, like stops the bully. Because she's also the person who writes like the Met News, and she could like say bad stuff about that bully.
Okay.
Um, and
A
so yeah,
reporter.
yeah,
Okay.
news school reporter. Um, and so yeah, she stops the bully, and he also has like this lock from his mom, and he doesn't know how to unlock it. But the person who stopped the bully, Violet,
Yeah.
unlocks it because she's good with locks. She says,
What
and
kind of lock is it? Like it doesn't require a key?
I think it's like one of those like you scroll the numbers lock.
Oh, combination lock. Okay.
And inside, yeah, there's like this small map and like this weird symbol of horns and feathers.
Oh, coincidental.
Um, yeah. So he think it's like the map of the graveyard, so he goes there, and then Violet follows him because, yeah. And so, yeah, they try to find out, like, they walk around the graveyard trying to find out what it means. And then this, like, person says, like, you're not allowed here, it's closed, and shoos them off. And then he leaves, and then, like, they follow him.
Follow the person
Him.
that
Yeah, I think,
that closed
I,
the graveyard.
yeah, I think they followed him into, like, a cave or something. And there's, like, these green torches, and they
Uh-huh.
expose that he was a skeleton.
They didn't notice he was a skeleton when they were talking to him. It's only
No, it's only when like they're in headlights, car headlights, or those green torches.
okay. So that's a little weird. I mean, not that getting horns and feathers is not a little weird either. What
And so,
okay.
like he accidentally slips some stuff, and they do some stuff. Like accidentally talks too much. So yeah,
Okay, so a couple of things here. Um, what is like? I guess this is another fantasy type novel, right?
yeah,
Uh, I mean, I don't know, but it sounds like it's like based on some mythology. So what kind of mythology is this based on?
I think it was like Hispanic or Spanish mythology.
Okay.
I don't really,
Oh,
I don't really know anything about it because yeah, I only read Percy Jackson.
okay. Well, so but you read this book. Is it part of a series?
Yeah, there is a second book, and there might be another one coming out because the second book came out in 2019.
And have you read both of those, or have you read the second book as well?
I've read the first book and the second book. The third might be coming out, but I'm not really sure.
Okay. So I guess so. You've read the series, as much of it as it out. So what do you know about Hispanic mythology now? Like,
They all have Spanish names that get confusing, like La something or L something. Very
well,
confusing.
that just means the.
I mean, but like they all so similar. Or yeah, it gets confusing for me.
Okay.
Um,
I mean, I imagine if you knew Spanish, it would probably be a little bit easier.
I mean, I do know a little. Eh.
Okay.
Um, I learned some like some of the Spanish people. The Spanish like Brujas and Brujos,
What are those?
witches and like wizards basically. So kind of like the gods, except like yeah,
Okay. So they're the ones with like magic.
yeah,
Okay.
and they can do cool stuff.
Was this
Uh,
so you said you didn't know anything about Spanish mythology or Hispanic mythology going into it. Um does did you learn a lot about it,
um,
or is it more like just background information?
I didn't learn that much. I mean, I kind of learned some gods and like some Brujas and what they do, but I don't think I learned like that much.
Okay. Does it make you want to learn more about it, or is it kind of like just interesting?
It might make me want to learn more about it.
So this will so you said this is like you said you've read Percy Jackson. Is this like similar in style, like where it's uh
Um, yeah, kind of. And I'm pretty sure like on Google, one of the book reviews said people who like Percy Jackson don't like this.
okay, and you like Percy Jackson, obviously. So,
Yeah, a review on Google said that.
okay. Um so I don't have a lot of other questions for you about this book. It sounds like it's a pretty interesting twist on the mythology thing. It's the same sort of like kid is alone and like finds out this secret about himself and then like goes on this quest or
Yeah.
has like a thing that happens. So from that perspective, like what are your thoughts on how this compares to other books that follow the same format? Like, was there anything especially different or interesting, or that you thought book did really well compared to other ones?
Um, it did making a book really good. That's what it did really well. Making a book or making it entertaining.
Okay, so it was more like the style of the writing and like it was fun
Yeah,
to read.
yeah.
But aside from like, I guess that's true though. Like, you don't need anything especially different if you enjoy that style. So of your various mythology books, which one, if you were stuck in a mythology and you had like different, you had to pick a power or like thing to have happen to you, what would you pick?
Mm, there's so many different mythologies and so many different powers for each one. I don't really know.
You don't have a favorite,
Like, no. For each mythology, there's like, yeah, tons of powers.
but which mythology do you like the
And
most?
there's tons of mythologies.
If you
Um,
if you were stuck in one,
Norse is pretty good.
Norse, you want to be a Viking?
Magnus Chase, I like him. I like that book.
Okay. So, yeah, I guess obviously there are a lot of similarities. Like Magnus Chase actually dies at the beginning of his book, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Um, but I guess like one thing they all have in common is they're separated from their past life a lot, and like there's this transition between
Like they don't interact with like the mortal world, kind of
right,
that much.
yeah. So do you think that's like a necessary part of being part of like a mythology? Is like there's a separation between the real and the myth?
Doesn't have to like separate that much. I'm pretty sure, at least in some books, I think like they they like take gods and like blame them for like natural events, or like they say the gods the natural events, and that maybe, I don't know, they could probably, some book probably does that.
Okay. So where does this book take place? Because
It takes places in lots of places. Spain, the land of the dead, Miami, where they live.
I like that Spain and the Land of the Dead are both about as far from Miami as you can get. Um,
They travel with like a witch, so yeah.
I see. Okay. What was your favorite thing about reading this?
I liked it.
Do you like the characters or the setting? And you mentioned you liked the way that it was written, like the style of it.
Yeah.
It was fun to read.
Mm,
Okay.
yeah.
Cool. So do you have any ideas for next week's books? Are we going to do more mythology? Are we going to go back to realistic fiction?
I think I have an idea. Maybe
Have you,
not.
have you read any nonfiction like we talked about last time?
I read like this fun fact book a couple of months ago.
Oh, well, tell me a fun fact.
Um, the person who made the like chocolate chip cookie gave the recipe to Nestle for a lifetime supply of chocolate.
That is a fun fact. I guess if I invented a chocolate chip cookie, I would also like chocolate.
Infinite chocolate.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Well, that's not something, I mean, I don't think we can talk about a book of fun facts, but yeah, maybe something you have an idea for next week?
There's these like two books, but like both of the last books are coming out on September 15th. I'm also reading this other series where all the books are complete, so I'll probably do that one when I finish it.
Do you want to give us a hint?
Um, Bats.
Bats?
Yeah.
Okay. That's the hint. Okay. Maybe people will guess it based on the types of books you like to read.
I
All
don't
right.
know. Maybe.
All right. Great. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next week.
Bye.
Bye.